Hey guys, Dennis from DC Supershine here. Today we're going to talk about grinders and a few of the tools that I use for metal polishing, for aluminum polishing specifically. So 90% of the time, 90% of our work I should say, is done with a 6,000 RPM. And I have two different models that I use. So the first one is a Bosch 1893-6. That's a 6,000 RPM 3 amp motor. And I like this one because it's a little bit shorter. I can get into tighter spots and stuff like that. And these machines usually last me roughly about a year and a half before they burn out on me. The main machine that I use is a DeWalt 6,000 RPM as well. This one's a little bit longer. The reason why I choose these, this is a D28499. It's their highest powered machine. It has, I think, 4.3 horsepower, and I just like the torque. So whenever you put a little bit of pressure with especially with a newer pad, it doesn't really lose too much torque. So this is why I use these. These, depending on the machine, some will last me the full season. Some of them will last me just 2 months. And I have some change of parts or change of brushes or anything like that. A lot has to do with, you know, in the summer and how much heat and all this kind of thing, how often I clean them. So maintenance is also a big thing. I clean my machines. I try and clean them every couple days. I should clean them every day, but you know, often at the end of the day, we're too tired and we don't get to do that. The other machine that I use a lot is DWP8499X. It's a 600 RPM to 3,500 RPM variable speed. I mainly use this for tighter spots and inside of rims, and all my finishing is done with this machine as well. I set it at 22 to 2,600 RPM for my finishing. I use this for sanding as well, so high-speed sanding. I put it at 3,500 RPM and with my special backing plate, and I'll sand with this as well. DA sander, also from DeWalt, inside of rims and a few other applications with this. Sometimes I'll do the tanks as well, depending on if my 3,500 will fit or not. This is a battery-powered variable speed. Yeah, 600 as well, right up to 2,200 RPM. This is mainly for paint polishing, but I will put a pad on this like this and do the ends of tanks and stuff that are a little bit harder to reach, and you know, that are a little bit tighter in tighter spots and stuff that I can't get sideways with the 6,000. So I'll use this as well, and it's nice. It's battery powered. There's no cables in the way, and it's just really easy to use. An important note: whenever you're using 6,000 RPM grinders, often, like today, you know, we're working at a home, so they don't have any 20 amp breakers. They're all 15 amp breakers, and with a 6,000 RPM, especially with a newer pad, you're definitely going to blow some breakers. So what I do is I normally have some breakers on hand, some 20 or 30 amps that I just switch out for the day, and that way it keeps me from running back and forth switching breakers all the time. So you know, in shops usually that's not a problem. They usually have a few plugs that have 20 amps, and then you're good to go. Now, one of the major problems whenever it comes to running 6,000 RPM grinders is vibration. And a lot of the pads these days, you know, create a lot of vibration when we put them on. So a little thing that I do to help dampen that a little bit is handles. So you can see here that this handle has like a little dampening system, and it flexes. So it helps reduce the vibration. It helps a ton, actually. So, and I have the same thing on my DeWalt here. This one is not as flexible, but there is a little bit of a dampening system in here as well. These normally don't come with the machine, so you have to buy these separately. I've got these years ago. I don't remember how much they cost, but they're definitely worth their weight in gold. So I strongly suggest that you get one of these if you're going to be doing a lot of polishing with the 6,000 RPM. So thanks for watching today. I'm going to be doing more videos about each machine specifically in later videos, and showing applications on what I use those machines for and all that kind of thing. So anyways, again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like me on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that I've missed that you would like me to cover, please comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.